What's up, folks? It is Sunday afternoon, and yes, it is a lot of times unpredictable, if I can get the word out correctly, on some of the broadcasts that we end up doing here. And right now, the reason why I wanted to come on live with you guys is one, personally, to say thank you to everyone once again who views the show. And I just want to share out a little bit of information with you guys. If you guys don't mind, here on a Sunday afternoon, hopefully everyone's enjoying the weather. Pardon me, and enjoying the weekend, as we know that Monday is not that far away. But for the moment, I wanted to share a couple of things. One is, you never forget, as I always say, the people that helped you along the way. So thank you, and with great gratitude, like Sean Salisbury, Derek Gunn with his Gun on One podcast, Seth Joyner, who's come on with us, so many different guests that we have had on. And if I don't mention your name, it's not because I've forgotten. The middle show with Harry Mays, Aton, and Barrett Brooks. So thank you to those guys, because it helps us get the guests that we would love to have on. And because it just shows, when you build a good relationship with people and you network with folks, everything happens all for a reason. And this month, especially because I've been so crazy busy, and I got my guys on vacation, their days off. So work for me never stops here in the studio as we try to line up more guests and more things. And obviously this year was our first off season. We were very fortunate to have this off season be a major success. And it's, again, thanks to you guys, people like Mike Klein, Vern Coop, William Chamberlain. And, some of these guys are also from different shows, other fans and other people that listen out to the show. So people from Texas, everywhere. I'm going to bring up a map here just to show you guys. Normally I like to put it together in as far as in a post, but I want to show you guys something here live. And that is just to show you here on the world map of things that I always like to bring up. One is the growth, as you guys can see here as I'm circling around, here in the U.S. alone. And then overseas, you're talking about 5 different countries as well that we have gained as far as in show likes, people listening to the show. And I can't thank even them enough. For some odd reason, they're listening to us in China. So, thanks again to them, as well as like Moscow, Russia, Poland, Germany, the United Kingdom, Belgium, Ireland. As you guys can see, this is not stuff that I come up with. It goes directly in from our feed. Also here, just in the U.S. alone, you're talking about from as far north as Canada, over from Massachusetts, in the Philly market in New York. They listen to us, which is absolutely fantastic as we keep talking about different topics, even down in the Beltway in DCU, as much as we love to have fun with everyone from DCU. But again, you can see it all around the Tampa area. It continues to grow. In Puerto Rico, they're listening in. Over in Brazil at one point, if I can bring it up, if it's still up there on the map. It was on the corner somewhere. There it is. In Sao Paulo, Brazil. Good Lord. If I can get it out. Like I said, Texas, LA. So this is just a thank you to everyone who tunes in. If you guys end up also looking on the Facebook page, we also have, it's 584 people who like the page, 677 people who follow Broad Street South. And again, it's thanks to you guys for sharing the show, being along for the ride with us. And if we can get that up to 1,000, it would be absolutely fantastic. And we can keep making the show grow. The better it is, again, for us to be able to bring more guests, more content. It is not easy to put a show like this together, but we try our best to entertain you guys, as long as with also the growth on the show that you guys can also see. As we talk about the Eagles, because first and foremost, I will always bleed green for my Eagles, even though I'm down here in Tampa Bay. But I always bleed green for my Eagles. On top of that, in case you guys hear us talk about other states as well, as in Florida, as in Texas, as in New York, as in California, it's because the market and the show itself is growing. So I even thank everyone from the different markets from tuning in. So I just want to say, again, a huge thank you to everyone. And if you guys can continue liking and subscribing to the page, we'd appreciate it. The same way that going over to BroadStreetSouth.com. And again, our RSS feeds, you guys can see we're on Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. It used to be on iTunes. And by the way, a 3-way tie in between the most downloaded. We have right now 895 downloads on the RSS feed alone, meaning on the audio side of the podcast. And that's just been in a short 5 months. So thank you to everyone as well who've been downloading the podcast. It is very much appreciated. And along with the guests that we have on as well, I'm pretty sure they will appreciate it as well, listening in to what they have to say. And you guys can look, again, the sponsorships that we have here, thanks to Goose, and we can't wait to go up to Philly so we can do the live broadcast from Goose's studio. We're going to appreciate it as far as being up there either September 12th and or 18th. We're still getting the date here definitively down, along with Big Sarge Media. Big Sarge, of course, out of Texas with ND Kalu. Comes on right after Sean Salisbury. A huge thank you for Big Sarge coming on as a special partnership with us. Larry Gilman from LGDirect.net. And it's, of course, here in the studio, it's known as the LG Direct Sales Solution Studio. And thanks to Larry for believing in us, along with Tampa Joe's Mike Goodwin as he continues to expand his business. We can't thank Tampa Joe's enough. And as you guys can see with the shirt and the people have on from Philly to South, thanks to Mike Klein and that entire group. And yes, there will be a live broadcast from Tampa Joe's, as I found out from Mike himself that it's been pretty packed down there for the last two games. And we hope to pack the house again this past Thursday. So there will be a live episode from Tampa Joe's. And again, I can't thank Mike Goodwin, the entire crew, for hosting Eagles fans over there. So if you guys come down south, by all means, go out to Tampa Joe's 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa, Florida. A great place, great food, a fun atmosphere. It's a really good time. But also I want to kind of familiar you guys with a little bit on the website here in case you guys have not gone on their website. If you click on any of the links up here, for example, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, we're on, not as much because more of a gaming site, but we're on there as well. But again, even if you guys click on YouTube, it takes you directly to the link. If you guys don't mind, subscribe there as well, because in case anything ever happens with a Facebook feed and or our Broadstreet.com feed, that you guys never miss a show. 68 subscribers. Let's see if we can't push that number up as well. And I would thank you guys and appreciate it if you can get it up there. So again, you go to BroadStreetSouth.com, just click on anything. Same way, you can click on Apple Tunes or Apple Podcast now and just look for the downloads as well when it comes to our show. So that's about the only thing, truthfully, I wanted to say today. I can't thank my guys enough for coming on with us. You know, Vito with Ryan Neff, even with everything he's going through, thanking Ryan. Obviously, our beat writer who's in year 2 of his college career and his college years, Nick Lisi. And again, just thanks to all of you guys for just making this show successful. We can't wait for the NFL season to start, as we'll have more Eagles talk coming up. We'll have also more Eagles guests coming up here in the future, along with other local guests here in the Tampa region as well, as Holly O'Connor will be on with us from Hot 101.5 in about 2 weeks on a Tuesday night. So I'll keep you posted as well. But just a huge thank you to the sponsors, to everyone who's helped us in the past, and everyone that will help us in the future, because you can never forget where you come from. So thank you to everybody, again, to the sponsors and everyone else. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for tuning in for the past 8 minutes, and we will see you on Tuesday night.